Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome yourselves back. My name is PGXD Hero Josh, and today I'm bringing you episode 5, I do believe, of Career Mode. God, I can't believe we're already 5 episodes in. This is absolutely crazy. But today I believe we have 3 games in this episode, so it is going to go quite quickly in terms of gameplay clips. We do have a game against Bournemouth, we have a game against Leeds, and I believe the last game is a game against Brighton. So there's a lot of action packed into this episode, and I hope you guys will enjoy what is to come. So if you do want any cheap game codes, guys, please do check out Marky Dragon. That link will be down in the description. But let's get straight on into this video against the first game against AFC Bournemouth. So moving on into this game, I was hoping to come out of it with obviously 3 points. That's what we want to be doing. We are going to be challenging for the title. And you can see here, nothing really happened until the 28th minute where Ross McCormack managed to put us 1-0 up, which is absolutely awesome. And I know we're playing on professional still, guys, but I feel that professional is very kind of temperamental as to whether or not I do well on it or whether I do bad on it. It just kind of depends on the day of FIFA. So for now, I'm just keeping it on professional, and if we might move it up in the coming weeks. But that was a very nice finish there by McCormack, as it always is. He is a phenomenal player and is always on top of his game. But they did get an attack here, and dangerously, you know, my defending sometimes can be shocking, but there I managed to keep it under control and do well. Moving on, we have McCormack on the ball there, and he very lucky not to finesse that into the, was it the top left corner? But moving on into the break, we were 1-0 up against Bournemouth, which was an excellent result to move on into half-time and gave us confidence moving on into the second half. So into the second half we go, and I did a cheeky little wide pass there into McCormack, and unfortunately couldn't finish it. I will be getting sweaty, guys, as I've said before. Trying to win these games and getting into the Premier League in the first season is pretty much vital to this series. So that's why I'm playing like a bit of a douchebag at times and just trying to abuse as much of the game as possible. But that corner kind of failed, and then they got onto attack there. I can't read the name of that guy because my little connect ready thing is in the bottom, which is a bit gay. But yeah, luckily we managed to clear that out. And McCormack there almost getting it on a cheeky chip, which would have been quite cool actually if he had managed to put that into the back of the net. I'm not sure what it is with me and chips, but I've been trying so many chip shots recently, and none of them seem to really work in my favour. But moving back on, that was the end of that game, and that did finish 1-0, which was great. And we do have a game against Leeds, who are probably, I'm not too sure how good they are in the Championship. I don't think they're in the top 10 of the league. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I really need to kind of keep up to date with the Championship. I believe they're not too great. So moving on into this game, I was hoping again just to get 3 points out of it and to come out of it with a victory, because that's what we need. We need to be trying to get to the top of the table and securing our place. And I would like to get instant promotion to the Premier League and not have to go through the playoffs at the end of the season. So hopefully that will be possible. But here we are just picking the kits, and we went for our home kit against their away kit, I do believe. And Espinoza here whips the ball in, and unfortunately whoever was on the end of it couldn't get to it. But McKearian, I believe, in the 41st minute, it was so boring up to this point, managed to make it 1-0. And as you can see, I'm going through these clips very quickly because I don't want the video to be more than kind of 7 or 8 minutes long, so I decided to do that. And that celebration there, I'm not sure how I did that, but that was pretty cool, and I think it was something you have to unlock through the EAFC catalogue. But that was a very nice finish there by McKearian, I do believe. And that was the end of that half. Moving on to the 63rd minute, we do have a ball whipped in there from the corner. Unfortunately, couldn't make anything of it, and they do try to break on the attack, but nothing does come of it, which is good. And McCormack there again gets taken down, which, as you can tell, is a goal scoring opportunity, which does mean the ref that will give a red card to the Leeds United defender, which is absolutely fair enough and is the correct decision there. We do have Espinoza on the free kick. Can he make anything of it? Unfortunately, no. Which I'm not very good at free kicks. I've only ever scored 2, and they were both on Xbox 360, and this is Xbox One, so I still haven't got my first free kick on Xbox One, but I did give away a penalty there, and you guys will notice that I've given away, I think, 2 or 3 penalties already in this career mode. I really am bad at defending, and I do give away a lot of penalties, but I don't know who steps up because it's very difficult to tell who the name is on Xbox One. I think it's Kobe there, something like that, and I was assuming that he was going to go right, but it hit the post, and then El Hasbi, it kind of like, I don't know, comes off of his heel or something and ends up going in, which makes it 1-1, and that was the end of that game, as that was the 86th minute that penalty occurred. But moving on, we do have the deadline day, which will not be in this episode. I will do it at the start of next episode, but we do get to play the game against Brighton before the deadline day, and I don't plan to make any more signings, so there will be no more signings from me, I wouldn't have thought, and we are just going to carry on as we are. So, moving on into the game against Brighton, I did change it from rainy to snowy. I hate playing in the rain. It makes the game so frustrating to play, and I just did not want to put myself through that. But McCormack there, straight off the break, almost getting a chance through on goal, but unfortunately they did manage to clear it out. And moving on into the 5th minute, again, they whipped a nice ball in there. That could have been dangerous. And then look at this, like, this is a kerfuffle of any kind. That is just ridiculous. And I get very lucky in FIFA. I should count myself lucky, really. But we do have Collinson here, who does a cheeky LBY over the top to McCormack. And you can see my play is disgusting. I'm even quite ashamed to be watching it back and looking how badly I play, because I do just tend to LBY it a lot and stuff like that. But Perch here goes for a finesse shot, and their keeper does save it in the 36th minute. And then again, we do have McKirian here again. Deflects off a defender, goes over the top of the keeper, and goes in to make it 1-0 to us in the 37th minute. Goals like that are very cheeky. I was playing a career mode with Real Madrid the other day, and I got Ronaldo, and he scored a goal like that, where it just deflects off someone, and then kind of just goes really high and like dunks it over the keeper. It does look pretty cool, but it is kind of annoying that like that happens quite a lot, especially when it happens to you as well. But that was it for half time, and we are 1-0 up against Brighton, which was a strong kind of lead going into the break, and I didn't feel that they'd actually do anything to try and stop us from winning this game. They weren't playing too great, and again, these games were pretty boring today. They weren't really that enjoyable, if I'm honest. But they do have a little chance here, and I hate how the CPU, they just run around you like this, doing stupid little runs, a little bit of dribbling. Nice cross there, though, a bit too high, really, and unfortunately wasn't in a position to be able to score. Moving on, we do have them on the attack again, and I'm sorry that I can't read the names out because it is really hard. And we do get a nice tackle in there to stop that chance from turning into something major. Into the 85th minute, I do try another over-the-top ball into Collinson, but unfortunately, it was just too far in front of me to be able to do anything about it, and my windows just come flying open off the latch, which isn't too great. Now I'm going to freeze my tits off. But that was the end of that game, guys, and we did win 1-0 again, and you can see I leveled up. But that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like. If we could hit this to 5 likes, that would be absolutely insane, and I'll see you tomorrow or the next day for another episode of Career Mode. Thank you, and goodbye.